Happy Sunday. Look at us. It's the third week in a row that we are filming and recording, so that is exciting. It's hard for me to find myself in this state. It's insane, just because if you've seen my previous videos, you would know that I'm the type of person that just goes with the flow. I usually just like to listen to my body, my mind, how I'm feeling that day, and like what a gym staff had told me before, that's not really discipline, and I couldn't agree with him more. It's I don't have discipline, and now we're trying to just turn things around, and we're trying to build some sort of routine and balance in between where I can still feel aligned with myself and what feels natural for me, but also putting myself on track towards success and finding ways to build my building blocks in terms of finding that success and how it suits me, but also going after the lifestyle that I want and that I dream for myself and the people around me. So it has been an exciting past 3 weeks of just focusing and grinding and letting all of these ideas come to life and finding ways to better myself every single day, every chance that I get. And a lot of it has to do with just listening to podcasts every day, listening to audios of successful people, and reading books. Like right now, I'm reading the How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So I'm halfway there, I'm almost done. And it has been just such an enjoyable time of just learning and educating myself, learning how I can better speak to other people. Like, I was watching my videos recently, and I noticed that I used a lot of word fillers, like and like, and I do want to reduce that. The goal is to just be able to speak eloquently and articulate my thoughts in a well organized manner. So what we're going to try to do is just try to speak slowly and speak from a tone of confidence. And just because I think when I film, I drink a coffee before, and my body's not used to caffeine. I started drinking coffee a year ago when I started my first big girl corporate job, so obviously my body's not used to it. And especially if I'm in front of a camera and I'm speaking, my thoughts usually get ahead of me and I'm not able to keep up, so I end up using word fillers like that. So we're gonna try to reduce that for this video. It does bother me a little bit, but it is what it is. And yeah, it's just been the past 3 weeks has just been a lot of time and space in terms of creating and producing content and finding new styles, new ways of expressing myself. Like, I've been buying new clothes, looking into new different cuts of clothes that I never thought I would wear. I have been trying to be better when it comes to saying hi to other people, whether it's standing in line, when I'm grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, or just saying hi to people around my work that I've never said hi to before. Just those little things that are starting to warm myself up and prepare myself up into this field and realm of entrepreneurship, just building myself into this confident woman that I want to mature into and I want to grow into, who will suit and look good in this lifestyle that I dream for myself. So it's been really, really fun the last 3 weeks. And the things that I have been doing, the routine that I've built for myself, I do believe that it helps me get into that business-like mindset, just because, like I said, I'm not really naturally that type of person. I don't go to the gym every day. I do the things that I like doing, and I usually stay within my own comfort zone. And in order, I had to have an honest conversation with myself. In order to be who I want to be, I have to break some bones. I have to break that mentality that I've had growing up, of that scarcity mindset, having a negative relationship with my money, and feeling always on edge and feeling out of control. And if you're coming from that place, from that place of scarcity, it's really hard to feel any different if you're starting to be introduced to new concepts of life and new concepts of identity and personality, naturally you're going to resist it. You're going to think that that's not for me, or that's absurd, I'm never going to be like that, or like that's all, like it's just people who are overconfident and cocky. But I do have noticed like that there is a difference with being cocky and just being silent confidence, like having a like this organic confidence within yourself, that you are who you are and you are honestly just trying to strive to become the better version of yourself. And like I said, ever since I started this podcast, I do notice that I have become better at telling my stories to other people, whether it's just to my coworkers at work, or hanging out with my friends. This is why I encourage everybody, if you have had that inkling of producing content online and just establishing an account in social media, I would highly recommend doing it, because this form of just speaking in front of a camera and telling my stories, my experiences, and recording my growth, it's an invaluable skill that I have gained of just becoming a better storyteller. And I had a chance of taking public speaking classes in university, but just never took it, mainly because I was studying psychology, and I didn't think that I needed it, or it was beneficial for me at the time. But now that I'm diving into the world of entrepreneurship and business, I do lack the skill of speaking to people in a in an elegant way, in a poised manner. So that is what I have been trying to train myself to become better at, and I do see some differences here and there. Obviously, I'm far from perfect. I am far from my business mentor, who have been doing this for years, and I'm just glad to have such an amazing mentor and a group of people who will guide me unconditionally into building my own business. Actually, yesterday I have just decided the name for my business, and I'm created also the brand image of it and everything. So I'm really excited to launch this business to my friends and families. And yeah, it's just weird. It's weird that I'm even talking about business, because I never thought that I would be this type of person. But like I said, if you want what you want in life, if what you want are like the finer things in life, going on a yacht, going on a private jet, flying all over the world, and just treating your family and friends to trips that they've never been to before, seeing different corners of the world that they've never seen and experienced. If that is what you want, then you have to break some bones. You have to break the mentality of scarcity mindset. And I'm coming from that mindset of, I'm not really cut out for this, and I'm never going to reach that kind of wealth in life, that generational wealth. I'm never going to be able to build it, because I'm just an ordinary person. I graduated from college. I'm mediocre. That is the kind of things that I tell myself, literally from elementary to like high school and college even. And to find myself in this position now of wanting more, wanting to grow, and being able to speak in front of other people, thousands of people, and just sharing that excitement, that passion for more and wealth and growth. I never thought I'd find myself in this situation, honestly. So if I am like starting to work on it like this, like I'm sure that everybody else who are like me can also do the same thing. It's really just about unlocking that within yourself and wanting it enough to start doing it. Obviously, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of just rewiring your brain. Like, I listen to Joe Dispenza every night for the past 3 weeks, just trying to change the mentality from scarcity to abundant, and trying to build my self-image and self-confidence that I didn't have before. And as soon as I wake up in the morning, the first thing I listen to is just motivational speakers from my business, people who have a lot more experience and people who have been able to build their business successfully. those are the type of people that I listen to every single morning, because I know that it motivates me to start my day and to, start kind of emulating that lifestyle that they have. Even if I'm just working a 9 to 5 job for that day, like it doesn't even matter. It's the small things and the way that, especially the way that you speak to yourself, that's what matters the most. Because if you think that you can't do it, if you think you're an average person, you're going to be an average person. But if from within your own mind and your own belief, your own core and values in life, if you think that you're meant for bigger things, you're going to get it. The universe is always listening, and like I said, your thoughts create your patterns of habit and your lifestyle. So if you start thinking to yourself that you are meant for more and you are meant to live this grand and beautiful life, you're meant for it, because nothing really can stop you in life besides yourself, besides your own limiting beliefs, who you've developed, from other people, the adults that you were surrounded with growing up, and from your own expectations from yourself, the things that you have been made to believe by other people. You're the only one that's stopping yourself from achieving this grander, finer things in life. So if you could just get over that little obstacle in your head that's saying that you're an average person, things will just magically happen on its own way. You'll start to notice that people are starting to talk to you more, and people, are interested in what you do. People will look at you in a certain different light, and you're going to appear more confident and more likable to other people. And, some of the things that I'm learning from this book is just learning how to smile, and carrying yourself with such light and confidence is going to make such a difference. The way that you interact, your experiences with other people, it's just going to be way different, and life is just going to be so much more colorful if you are approaching things with that mindset of abundance and growth, and that just kindness to spread positivity to other people. Oh my gosh, like it's been a really exciting 3 weeks. The amount of progress that I have seen within myself, the way that I observe myself, and how, like, if I just look back 6 months ago, I was in a completely different place, and the decisions that I have made, as much as, looking back, I thought, why would I do such things? I do think that there's things happen for a reason, and you just have to trust the process, that whatever it is that you're doing, just always do it for the benefit of yourself and for the people that you care about. And if you just keep going at it like that, with such determination and passion to, be a better version of yourself, to live that dream life, you're gonna get there. I honestly do believe it. And a lot of people have been into that mindset of just growing. The same way in social media, a lot of creators are doing self-help, self-development, and I think it's very exciting, and it makes me feel happy that a lot of people are more open to doing these things and speaking about it, because like I said, there's a lot of opportunities in social media right now, lots of abundance. So I hope that everybody forgets about or crosses that fear of judgment from other people, and they go after what they actually want, because life is too short to be minding every single thing that a person might think of you. We all know about like 20 or more people in our lives, and to be carrying that tensity of minding what they're saying, and letting it affect you, and letting it influence the way that you think and you make decisions in your life. That is such a tiring way of living, and I hope that you can just break away from that cycle of living for other people and start living for yourself. Start living for the little girl in you, the little boy in you, that have dreamed of bigger things in life, becoming an astronaut. Like, a lot of people, once you cross that young adulthood, and you become introduced to the harsh reality of the world, a lot of our dreams get killed by that. And I hope that people can, find that within themselves. It's not completely lost. I know that a lot of you still have that, what you might think is like a dream that's like really out of your reach, but it isn't. It isn't. You just have to find within yourself and start doing the work of rewiring your mentality, and just becoming, you're exercising the way that you want to live that type of lifestyle, starting to emulate the lifestyle that your dream person would live, and start becoming that person. A lot of it is just faking it till you make it, really, honestly. And yeah, I really hope that people come to realization that there is a lot of things that you can do in this, and just specifically in this generation. There's a lot of ways to make money, to be abundant, and to break that generational poverty and cycle of like trauma. And yeah, it's I'm really just starting to embrace this time of growth and development. And as much as it's changing me in many ways that's out of my comfort zone, I couldn't, I'd rather choose this than being stagnant and being the same person as I was yesterday. I would rather be changing and evolving every single day than become the same mediocre person, average person that I've always, told myself that I was. And yeah, it's just breaking those boundaries within your own mind, and starting to create like new beliefs, new characters in your life. Our minds are such powerful tools, and if we just learn to tap into it like Joe Dispenza does, just give him a listen on YouTube. And if it works for you, if you are affected and influenced by his words, then that is really good and nice. But if you just start rewiring your brain in ways that you've never really thought that you could think, things that, even if it's like absurd to like, why am I even saying I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna be pretty, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, I'm confident, and I'm powerful, all those things that you say that you don't feel that you are now, you're eventually going to become. Because like I said, everything starts with your thoughts. Your reality is made up of your thoughts. So if you just put your attention and focus into becoming this really special person, and this person who is unlimited in resources and confidence and like kindness in life, then you're bound to, it's just, you just have to tap into it. It's there, and you just have to get out of your little bubble of like dark gray walls of limiting beliefs. Anyway, I hope that this motivated some of you guys to just tap into those little thoughts that you think throughout the day of like my life would be so different if I just started doing this, if I started filming videos after work, if I started to say hi to other people, if I'm just going on a walk, or if I see something and I compliment another person, like how little things like that could change your life. Just little things like that. If you start, like I said, emulating the life of the person that you want to be, you'll get there. You'll get there. Anyway, that's all I have to say for this video. I hope that it was motivating to some extent, and the same way that it will be motivating for me if there's ever a time that I'm, feeling lost or unmotivated. Obviously, those days are going to come. And I don't anticipate it. I hope it doesn't come, but I'm just human. And that is why I'm doing all of these things. The reason why I'm like podcasting and everything is because I know that if I'm ever at that time and point in my life, I can just look back at these videos and find myself back into this space of creativity and passion. So that's all I have to say. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe out there, spread positivity, and focus on growth. Bye, guys.